Non-direct and direct recognition. What's the difference, and does it make a difference when I'm actually purchasing a life insurance policy? If I have plans to borrow and repay and use a life insurance policy, does non-direct and direct recognition make a difference? Is it an important item to consider? Because some will tell you, you've got to go with non-direct recognition. It's the only way to go. Direct recognition is horrible. They're not going to pay you dividends when you take out loans. And then some will say, it doesn't make a difference. Like myself, it really does not make a difference. We use both types of companies in our practice quite heavily. We like to show multiple options. And I will let you know that it does not make a difference if you are looking at some of the larger companies. So up on the screen, you see an example of a policy with a direct recognition and then non-direct recognition loan. This is a company that actually offers both, so it's the exact same company. First, we see what the policy looks like if I pay money in, let it sit and grow, and then the exact same policy where I borrow and then repay. So on the non-direct recognition policy, what do we see? Well, non-direct recognition means that the company will not recognize the fact that we take out a loan in respect to how they pay dividends on our money. The same dividend is applied to any money in cash value and also the outstanding loan. How insurance companies do this is, one, they do charge loan interest when we pull money out, but then two, they collateralize the death benefit dollar for dollar by the amount we loan. So we see that loan come out. As we repay it, what does the cash value and death benefit look like when that loan is repaid compared to the example where we just let it sit and grow? Fully restored. Now, as we look at the next example, direct recognition, what do we see? Same scenario, we take out the loan. There's your cash value and death benefit reduction. Company still collateralizes our death benefit, but when it is repaid, what do you notice? The cash value and death benefit are restored to an amount slightly higher compared to the example where we just let it sit and grow. So the reason why is with a direct recognition company, or policy I should say, when we take out a loan, the company will still pay dividends on our entire cash value. What a direct recognition policy does is recognize the fact that we take out a loan and they pay an adjusted dividend rate to the borrowed funds. Some companies will lower the dividend rate on borrowed funds. Some companies will raise the dividend rate on borrowed funds. If you look at some of the larger mutual companies like Mass Mutual, Guardian, or Northwestern Mutual, they all offer direct recognition contracts. And when you look at those direct recognition contracts and read the language, they actually presently raise the dividend rate on borrowed funds. So what you'll see is an example like we just looked at on the screen. When I took a loan out, paid it back, everything was fully restored and some. Whereas some companies reduce the dividend on borrowed funds. What I will state, however, is when you look at policies that have lived the test of time, not just illustrations like what we looked at there, but actual performance with loans, without loans, if we're setting the policy up properly from a design standpoint, a flexibility standpoint, doesn't make a huge difference. Of course, it is good to be aware of it. It may influence our decision. I personally like seeing both options and being made fully aware. This way I don't just buy one because I was told better without seeing the details and then find out later, oh man, I wish I would have went with the other option, but I wasn't really told about it. So non-direct, direct recognition doesn't make a huge difference really at the end of the day. It is good to see the different options. As always, I hope this helps. And if you'd like to see non-direct or direct recognition policies, reach out anytime and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Hey guys, Steve Parisi here. If you enjoyed the content you just saw, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for future videos. If you'd like more information or to see some custom policies for yourself, feel free to call or email our offices at the contact information below.